If you've seen countless productivity videos but you're still not making the progress that you've hoped for, then you've come to the right place. I'm Salim, I've just finished medical school and I've spent 8 years in total at university, and over that time I've developed productivity systems so I can study efficiently and still do everything else I care about. I've been in the productivity YouTube space for a while now, but I've been a consumer of study content for even longer, and what I can confidently say is that most of the stuff you hear online is actively ruining your productivity, and that's because of 3 mistakes that everyone is making. But once you fix these 3 mistakes, each video you watch will actually improve your productivity, and you'll get to a point where you don't even need to watch them because your study system is going to be working perfectly already. So the first reason why productivity videos aren't helping you is because you're giving yourself information overload. You're watching too many videos in a row and you find that they're all giving you different advice. Everyone gives you advice for their situation, but that's not your situation. One strategy may be perfect in a certain context, but in another it's the worst thing you can do. There's too much information out there and you can't use all of it, and because there is no agreement in what to do, you end up getting paralyzed because it all feels too complicated. It's like trying to make a gym program, but if you watch 10 channels, they'll tell you 10 different things, and then it's just too confusing to even start. So the way to fix this problem is to just select 1 or 2 of the channels that give the best study advice, and just completely ignore the rest. Now, I'd say my advice is pretty good because I show you exactly what I do with my time. I study and have done well at med school, but I also have a good life outside of it too. Like, I'm not just a robot that studies all day. And another content creator I can highly recommend is W. Amy for similar reasons. The idea is you only want to get advice that synergizes well together and don't conflict. That way it will be simple to incorporate what you learn from new videos into your study system. But even with limiting the channels you use, when they have produced lots of videos, you can still find yourself searching for more and more tips to fix these things. And the second mistake most people make is that they have shiny object syndrome. Shiny object syndrome is when you favor something new and shiny over the things you already have. People think that the new hack is the solution to all their problems, but then they keep looking for the new strategy, but they never spent enough time using it in their plan, and they never make any progress because there's no time for the habits to stick and have their effect. Again, it's like designing your own gym program. If you keep switching to a new one every week, you're not going to make progress. Whichever one you stay consistent with is the one that's going to work. And I can tell you from thousands of hours of studying that the new hack is not going to make a big difference. Even using AI to write your notes or summarize content is not going to get you through your exams, even though it can help. So it's not about the shiny new objects, it's always about the basics. Do the basics: active recall, spaced repetition, understanding and not memorizing. Those fundamental principles will be the 80-20 for your learning. If you keep looking for the next best thing, you'll distract yourself from the basics that are proven to be the most useful. So make sure that 80% of your time is spent on those basics, and if you want to try something new, then do it in the 20%. That way you will stick to what is proven to work, and anything new can be icing on the cake. Now for a quick update, I'm working on building an online course and community and would highly appreciate your feedback and input. So check out the links in the description. It would help me out a lot if you would provide some feedback in terms of what you find helpful from my videos and what you feel would help even more as part of a course or community. Thank you in advance, and now back to the video. And the final mistake is what really ties this all together. You can over-optimize trying to perfect your strategy before you start, but really, there is never a perfect strategy. With any gym routine, there are strengths and weaknesses. You can't have a perfect program and you can't ever have a perfect study system. So if you can't have a perfect system, what do? You have to admit that you can't be optimal or perfect, so that you instead shift to focus on action. You can take almost any person's gym advice, and if you apply it over time, you will get results, even if it's not a perfect plan. People with no IQ can get big in the gym just because they do the actions needed, not because they know the anatomy or the biochemical pathways. Action is what drives results, not knowledge. There is no point spending half of your time watching videos when you actually learn best by doing. So to fix this mistake, limit your productivity content intake. Maybe time block it to a session a week on a Saturday or Sunday morning where you're taking it a little easier. Then you can see if there's anything that you can incorporate into your routine. So those are the best ways to make productivity videos actually work for you and start making things better rather than distracting you from what you need to do. But of course, sometimes our watching study videos are just a way of procrastinating because we can't focus on work. I used to have a pretty bad attention span in my undergrad degree, but I made sure to work on it over medical school. And in this video here, I explain exactly how to improve your attention span to make sure that you can keep focused and actually use your new study system to get work done. So click the video to learn more.